Hello, guys. Welcome, man. We're going to jump straight into this week's energy and take a look and see what's going on for you. It's a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. All right, let's start off with Aries. Aries, what's going on for you this week? What is going on for Aries? All right, we got 10 of Cups in the reverse. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse. If you guys have been feeling kind of low, depleted emotionally, I do feel like this week it feels a bit better for you. You guys are actively working towards healing whatever wound you have. And so this week is going to call to having a little bit of a lighter type of energy. Not saying that you're just going to be super duper happy, but I do feel like things are things are starting to soothe. You're starting to feel a bit soothed. You have the Empress here. You also have the King of Wands in the reverse. Oh, I feel like there's a situation that's going to show up to where you're realizing you guys are not on the same level. Give me a second here. Let me look. Emperor. Yeah, that's what it is. Hmm. Although you're the Emperor in the tarot deck, I feel like you're coming up as the Empress. And you have dealt with someone that possibly is a fire sign, doesn't have to be, but you've dealt with someone here that has been inconsistent, that has not been reliable, that says that they're going to do one thing, doesn't do it. So that energy is coming up in the reading. um and I feel like what's happening here is this person is lingering. I don't know if they're necessarily coming back around to you. You may hear from them, but it's something that I feel like even if you don't hear from them, whether it is that you hear from them or when you okay, hold on. Either you hear from them, and when you do hear from them, it's still like they're not being true to themselves. They're not being authentic. They're not bringing up certain things that need to be addressed. They're not looking at the elephant in the room. You are in a state of observation, okay? Now, if this person doesn't come back around, I feel like the energy will still hit you regardless. But you're in this observation mode of kind of just looking at things, the reason as to why you guys have disconnected, the reason as to why you guys have had some sort of ending, and the reason as to why this person still lingers in your energy. Like, why are they still lingering around you? And I feel like a lot of things are coming to light. Sure, at one point you saw this person as the emperor, or they could have been an Aries, but you saw this person as steady, stable, strong. That's how you're seeing them now, or that's at least what you are starting to realize, is that this person is not able to, it just does not have the capacity to be able to be consistent. And so it's like in this week, you're having this like realization that it's hitting you. And the interesting part about this is I don't feel like it like takes you down or anything like that. I feel like what's happening here is not only are you recognizing that you mainly saw the potential in what this person could be, you saw this person at one point as your other half. You have the Empress and the Emperor there. That's the perfect match. You are now starting to see that that's not the case. Like, things are starting to come up for you that you are really taking in, the reason as to why you feel like either A, they left you out in the cold, or you have to leave them out in the cold, or I mean, hell, it could be both. Yeah, that Five of Pentacles there. And the reason why they come back. So it's a lot of stuff here. It's a whole lot of stuff that you're recognizing this week. You have the Six of Pentacles here. I feel like you guys are moving into this energy of like, I'm only going to feed what feeds me. I'm only going to give what gives to me. And I feel like there's a strong desire to avoid anything from the past that felt uneasy or felt like it caused instability in your life, because going backwards is would cause instability in your life. Give me more for Aries. Oh, You have the devil here. Jeez, jeez. It's Capricorn energy. What's the devil? The world. How the hell? I'm getting a couple of messages off of this. Give me just a second. Hmm. I feel like your person this week also is they're having a hard time with letting go. Even if they were the person that walked away, still having a hard time with letting go. You have the world card here, so there has been some sort of closure. There's been something that has closed out, that stopped. You guys are moving into a new type of energy with each other, but like the devil here, this is reflecting someone who is still very stuck on you, still very attached, still very like you, they probably still watch you in some way, shape, or form in the shadows. What I'm pulling up in this person's energy is things are starting to become very clear to them as well. So this is definitely a week of clarity for the both of you. This person is starting to gain clarity on moving forward while still being stuck, still waiting, right? So they're waiting on something. And I also feel like things are being brought to light to them in relation to how much value they put on the connection. You know, did they take it for granted? You have the Page of Pentacles here. You also have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Queen of Cups in the reverse. I feel like this person may try to reach out to you. You have the Page of Pentacles here. They may try to reach out to you very small. I don't feel like this is something that is like huge, but what they're being met with is being confused a little bit because your energy now is cold. You're not coming towards them as nurturing and caring as you used to be. All right, what else is going on for Aries this week? What else is going on for Aries this week? You have Three of Cups here in the reverse. You have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Some of y'all may feel a little overstimulated and not really wanting to deal with others. Yeah, I feel like there's an overstimulation of not really wanting to deal with others. Now, the second message that I got is someone in possibly a friend group has wronged you in some way, or you feel like you're just not aligned to this person any longer, and you are deciding to no longer build with them. All right, so you've made the choice because things are very clear, and you're making the choice to detach from this person emotionally. I mean, this could also be a lover, so just take it as it resonates. I just feel like there's a disappointment that is surrounding whoever this individual is, and you deciding to go ahead and move in a different direction. Give me more. Give me more for Aries this week. You have Two of Cups here in the reverse. You have the Tower in the reverse. What's that about? Five of Swords in the reverse. Ten of Pentacles. A breakup or disconnect that you've had did not destroy you. It was an upset, but it didn't destroy you. It didn't take you down with that Tower in the reverse. It actually removed complications, blocks, conflicts that you may have had in relation to something structural within your, I mean, your foundation, like what and how you see life going from here on out. The long term. And what it's actually doing for you, this loss that you've had, trust me, over time things will get better. You will get balanced. It's like you're having to look within. Dang, you got a lot of good cards here. You have Judgment to the Hierophant. This whole thing was it's almost like it was done exactly like this for a purpose. And that purpose was to wake you up to your elevation, wake you up to your higher level, wake you up to your discipline, the things that you need to be doing at this time. I do feel like it's going to light a fire underneath you. Whatever it is that you're moving towards, trust me, all eyes are about to be on you if they aren't already. I feel like you're going to get a lot of recognition. I feel like you're going to gain a lot of traction, a lot of attention, and whatever it is that you are setting your sights on. Okay. All right. Let's go to Taurus. All right. What does Taurus need to know this week? What is happening for Taurus this week? Hmm. Someone's hovering in your energy, but they're not talking to you. Like they haven't moved on, but they're also not communicating with you as well. Like they're creating that distance. They're creating the distance. Yeah, they're not giving to the connection. You have the Six of Pentacles here in the reverse. But I also feel like you have pulled back your energy as well. And that's the reason as to why this person can't move on is because they can energetically feel that. With that sun in the reverse here and also the tower, I feel like someone's ego led to destruction of this connection. You have the Strength card here, you have the sun in the reverse. It's like they weren't in their highest self. They weren't being their best self. I feel like it was a lot of ego that was surrounding whatever this decision was that created this tower moment between the two of you. And so now this person is like, "Oh, I moved on," but they haven't actually moved on. They're just not they're just like using silence as a weapon, but still hovering very much in your energy. Give me more. You could be dealing with a Leo or a Scorpio. Give me more. You have the Lovers in the reverse. You also have the Temperance in the reverse. Someone's pissed right now. See, that fucking pride keeps coming out. And then the Lovers in the reverse again. The Lovers in the reverse is clarified with the Lovers in the reverse because there's two in this deck. And it's like saying that whoever this person is, they could not make a decision on you. They couldn't choose you. They couldn't choose you because they weren't in a place of being able to choose. You have the Temperance here in the reverse. This is reflecting someone that is also very emotionally unstable. A lot of love that they have for you, but at the same time, a lot of ego. The reason that this is even coming up is because this person feels like there's been enough time for you guys to, well, honestly, they feel like it's enough time for you to have gotten over it. I know that sounds shitty, right? And so they feel very inspired to rush in and come towards you very passionately. Okay. I still feel like this person has a lot of attraction towards you. I don't know if you're going to communicate with them though, because I don't feel like you're very interested. You have the Eight of Wands here with the Four of Wands. You have the eight of Wands in reverse, Four of Wands, Four of Cups. I'm sorry. This feels very much like a rejection. Some of y'all may have even um blocked this person already. So block the communication. You're not wanting to talk to them. What else is going on this week for Taurus? You have Three of Wands here. You also have the Queen of Wands. I feel like you're very inspired to kind of see where life is about to take you next. And you're ready to do your own thing, write your own rules, or shit, make them up as you go. But I feel like your creative mode is like on fire. Your juices are flowing and you're ready to go and create some shit. Give me more on that Queen of Wands. Yep, because you got Queen of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. There's some sort of idea that you have here and how you are wanting life to go from here on out. And I feel like this week in particular, you might start to feel like you're no longer being blocked from taking the first steps towards having this generational wealth, this fulfillment that you're wanting with this 10 of Pentacles here. I feel like this week also you're gonna feel like you're like honestly stepping into your Empress energy. Some of you may feel much more magnetic this week, much more attractive. I see like people being attracted to you. You have the Empress to the King of Wands. There may be suitors that are coming towards you this week. People just attracted to you while you're out just being normal. But you do have people that are interested. All right, give me more. What does Taurus need to know? Oh, there's some sort of new opportunity that's popping up. What if you wanted a job? That if you need to apply for something to get that job, that it's just something here that's going to kind of be presented to you. It is something that is completely different and you don't see this coming. This isn't something that's planned. I don't even feel like, I don't know. I just feel like this is something where you're like, "Oh." But it's an opportunity from the universe. It's a fated opportunity for you to, see if you want it or not. Just be open to it. You have the Nine of Wands here in the reverse. Just be open to it, whatever it is. Could be work, could be love, could be friendship. Just take it as it resonates. But this is something that was divinely orchestrated to happen at this specific time. All right, you got Three of Swords here in the reverse. You also have the Ten of Wands. I see you guys working really hard towards healing some wounds. Also, the other message that I got was be careful of burnout because you may need to heal from that. That might make you physically sick. So just make sure that you are taking care of yourself and not doing too much for this week. Okay? All right, you got King of Pentacles here. You have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. I see you guys kind of going into like work mode. You're not, this week, you're like, heart is shut down. I'm only focused on my coins. I'm only focused on my pentacles. So I see you being much more disciplined and structured this year. This year, but more so this week is what I'm talking about. But I see you guys being much more structured when it comes to your finances and your work. Chariot in the reverse, Judgment in the reverse, Four of Wands. Some of you may decide this week that you don't even want to go towards love until you are completely like feeling stable. Like you don't even want to revisit it. You're not even going to go towards it until you feel like you have hit that Four of Pentacles. I'm sorry. I keep saying the wrong the Four of Wands until you have felt that. Yeah. For some of you, you just feel like it's not the right time for you to like go towards anything new. Because it's not like you don't have options. I feel like for a lot of you, you do have options, or you could have options if you put yourself out there. But I also feel like right now you're saying love and me not aligned. I only want to like work towards financial things. I only want to work towards stability. I only want to work towards buying that home, like, or remodeling my home. Like, I'm not concerned about love And I do feel like this week starts the beginning of your little metamorphosis that you're going through. I see you leaving people out in the cold. There's somebody very nostalgic about you that is being left out in the cold, like they miss you. But I also feel like what you're doing is you don't want any challenges. You're avoiding any type of drama or challenge. And this is going to be something that's very different for you. Not saying that you go towards drama, but what I am saying is there are certain people that are in your life that are used to you operating in a certain way. And when you stop operating in that way, and you're choosing yourself, and you're and it's like night and day when it comes to you, people are going to feel a certain way about that because you're not being your normal self. It just is what it is. I feel like anybody that's dealing with you is going to have to deal with you on a higher level. If they're wanting to build with you, and that's friendships, family members, love, career, they have to meet you where you are. And that's how Taurus is showing up this week is you have this type of like quiet, otherworldly power surrounding you this week. And people see it. You may have somebody say something to you about you acting funny or acting different or whatever. Do what y'all got to do. All right, Gemini. What is going on for Gemini at this time, this week? What does Gemini need to know? What's happening for Gemini this week? Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, you are holding back energy from a situation or person because you just don't see that it's fruitful. Like you feel like it's a waste of time. Why do it if it's not going to benefit me? What is this? High Priestess in the reverse. Hanged Man. I don't know what this is, but it is something that I feel like you didn't hold back like a seat. Like you didn't hold your emotions in. I feel like you expressed them, you let them know what was on your mind, and then you sat back and you waited. What is this person going to do? You observed the actions of, I've given you my warning. And so now what are you going to do? Some of you may have Pisces in your chart or you're dealing with a Pisces. Give me more about what's going on with the situation this week. Oh, yeah. This might cause a conflict. This might cause a conflict. You may end up not talking to someone because I feel like there's something that comes out. Like you're no longer restraining how you feel about a situation or a person. Whatever the case may be, just take it as it resonates for you. Could possibly be dealing with a Leo, or you have Leo. Five of Wands to the Tower to the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This creates some sort, y'all might get into a fight with somebody. I don't mean like a fist fight. I mean like argument. Somebody may have to say some harsh words. I feel like this is Gemini voicing. You are clearing out that throat chakra. And afterwards, nothing. No more giving towards the connection, and that's where we come to here. I'm abandoning this. This is not growing. This is not fruitful. This is a waste of my time. So there's somebody in your energy here where you may end up having a little argument, a little tussle, and having to walk away from that person. All right, give me too many for too many. Hold on. Okay. Here. All right. What else for Gemini? What else do we got for Gemini? What else is happening for Gemini this week? Keep getting cards. Okay. I'll take that. So you got the Eight of Swords here. analysis paralysis, overthinking, feeling trapped in your thoughts. What's going on with this Eight of Swords? Magician in the reverse. I don't know what this is, but for some reason you feel powerless. This is putting you at a disadvantage. These are both your cards. So this is definitely putting you at a disadvantage, whatever this is. What's going on with this? Knight of Swords in the reverse. It feels like you... What's the Six of Swords? Or Six of Wands? You're trying to rush getting answers on a situation. I don't feel like that's going to help you at all. This is something, it's like the universe is stopping you from being able to get those answers, but it's like you're trying to push forward anyway. All that's going to happen is it's just going to be harder. So this is a moment where you're needing to kind of surrender. You can't manipulate this energy into doing what you're wanting it to do. Now, this could be a person that is kind of stressing you out in relation to the outcome of everything. Because I do have once you're past this, there's something else that's new that comes in for you, whether it's recognition or a new person. I feel like, though, for some of you, the reason why you can't let it go is because you made the choice to offer up love. You made that choice. Like, this was a choice that you made, and now it's not going in the way that you wanted it to go. With the Lovers to the Ace of Cups, I also feel like this is something that you decided to be brave about. And that's another reason as to why you're having a hard time with it. Yeah, because this is something that's like you really want it bad. Like you really want it bad, so bad that for some of you, you took bad treatment. You took really bad treatment from whoever it is that you were dealing with. You allowed this person to go over boundaries that you had already set. They didn't value the connection, they didn't value you. And in some cases, to put it harshly, they used you, even if it's unintentionally, because people can still use you unintentionally, energy. But it almost feels like whatever Gemini I'm reading on, and also just keep in mind, roles can be reversed. This week might be one of those weeks where it's like you're kind of like stuck in your head, just constantly thinking about a particular person, and a situation that didn't go the way that you wanted it to. But I feel like I need to tell you, if you embrace, ooh, listen, the moment that you embrace singleness, your abundance, moving forward and building your own shit, outside of how you possibly saw your life going, is the moment that you level up, is the moment that you get recognition. People are attracted to you, they're in awe of you, and then a new cycle or a new chapter begins for you. Something new comes in for you. But you have to let go of this old thing that still kind of has you in a chokehold. All right, what else for Gemini? And not everybody is going to agree with that being your story. That could definitely be the other person's story. Or just not yours in particular. I read for all Gemini placements. All right, Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Eight of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. For the Geminis that don't really want to settle down, or you're moving very unconventionally, just know that this might not, you might lose steam with this. Yeah, because you're going to realize that the things that you're doing is not working. Like, it's not working for you anymore. Like, maybe some of you have went through a time period where, I don't want to build with anybody. I just want to live, quarter mile at a time. I just want to do what I want to do. I want to blow in the wind like an air sign. I just want to go. I just want to experience. For some of y'all might realize, or something may come in this week that makes you kind of question whether or not this is working for you. This might not work for you anymore. Now, for others of you, this might actually be work related, and work is not working for you anymore. And yeah, at first it was cool, and now you're like, I don't really see a future like this. I don't see myself staying here. So some of you may be questioning whether or not to move on. Because I feel like what's going to hit you this week is you wanting your happiness, you wanting your 10 of Cups. And the way that you've been going about it has not been working. For some of y'all, you got to get your stuff together. And I only say this because there is an opportunity that's coming in for you. But what we don't want it to be is right opportunity, wrong time, and you can't move towards it because something in your life is unstable, or you just feel like it's not the right time. Now, this could also be the other person thinking like this about you, and that they need to get their shit together or they're going to miss out. Because I do feel like there is someone here that's feeling like you're their wish fulfillment, something that they've wanted for a very long time. And but they're not going towards it. It's just feeling like wrong timing. Also, this week, you're going to gain clarity on a situation that's had you confused. It is going to inspire you to make some sort of action, some sort of change in your life. All right, let's go on to Cancer. What is going on for Cancer? Cancer, this week you might be making some major moves or making quick moves. You have Two of Wands to the Eight of Wands. There's some sort of decision that you're making a choice on. Some of you may be moving. Maybe you made a decision to move. This is some sort of movement that's here. Okay. Yeah, there's some sort of opportunity that you have to move quickly on. But I feel like it's going to bring in, like, what you put out is what you get back. It meets you with the efforts. Like, your efforts, you're getting the right pay for the efforts type of deal. For others of you, if this is a relationship, there may be somebody, it's like you need to strike while the iron is hot, because it could truly benefit you. Give me more. You have Seven of Pentacles and you have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, whatever it is, I do feel like it is worth it. I like seeing these two paired together because that is definitely telling me like the juice is worth the squeeze. This has a maximum potential, but you have to work hard. You have to put in effort. There's a lot of responsibility that's at play. So Just know whatever this opportunity is, it's being presented to you for you to jump on it. If you do decide to take it, it will be beneficial. Give me more. You have the Six of Wands here in the reverse. You have the Knight of Wands. Oh. Why the Knight of Wands in the well, why the Knight of Wands upright? Knight of Swords. For some of you this week, something may pop up for you that kind of you might second guess yourself. And this has to do with readiness, which I think is funny that this is telling you to like when the opportunity comes to jump on it, and this is like readiness. You might question your readiness. Like rushing in might actually make you very stressed, but it is bringing up to the surface emotions that you may have thought that you were done with, or emotions that you didn't even know that you had. Maybe it's something that you've tried to shy away from. Clarifying that moon in the reverse is the Four of Wands here in the reverse and the Six of Wands in the reverse. It's interesting because what I got from this was like you feeling as though you don't deserve something because you feel like you're not in a place where you should be. There's a wound surrounding success that might pop up for you. Decisions. You got the Lovers here. You're going to have to make a choice, though. You're going to have to make a choice. And whatever that choice is, you're going to have to like own it. You're going to have to stand on business about it. So even if you feel some sort of insecurity surrounding readiness, your skills, your capabilities, whatever that choice is, it's like you have to die on that hill. So choose wisely. I don't know what this opportunity is that's coming up for you, but it almost makes me feel like it's life-changing. And let's just say it doesn't happen this week. Understand that even if I say this week, it really could happen a little bit later. This could have happened previous, but I feel like this is coming up, okay? Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Something is coming to light for you as well in relation to things that do not work out. You have the Eight of Pentacles here in the reverse, followed by the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. It's like a truth, clarity, the reason behind why something had to come to an end, and what you need to release. I feel like actually after you're recognizing what this is, you're able to release it and feel much more stable because you were able to release it. Like you're understanding, you're empathetic to the situation, but also like you are making sure that you're taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself as well. And so there's a huge balance with this recognition. You have the Devil to the Temperance, Five of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. Somebody you walked away from, maybe had a temper tantrum, or maybe has a temper. They're very much still obsessed with you. You have Sagittarius and I almost said Pisces. You have Sagittarius and Capricorn here. Yeah, just a little angry person. I don't know who this is, but they definitely have anger issues. Like angry all the time. Whoever this person is, like I do feel like your perspective on this person completely changed. You got Pisces here. Has completely changed in relation to how you see them, how you view them. And with that, you've had to walk away from those eight broken cups, had to walk away from those things that you thought was going to be something and it's not. Um, so some of you, oh, okay. Some of you may end up jumping into a relationship this week. You have the two of cups here to the Fool. So some of you may be solidifying a relationship. For others of you, you're trying to figure out if you want one. You have the Knight of Cups in the reverse to the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Like this is that vibe of I'm not where I want to be, whether it's your ego speaking or emotionally speaking. You just aren't where you want to be. And so I feel like for some of you, you're going back and forth on whether or not you want to even involve yourself with another connection. I would say probably don't. If you're not where you want to be emotionally and you got stuff that you need to work out, you probably don't want to jump into it. All right, give me more. For others of you, this could also be that you're dealing with somebody that has Aries in their chart and they are going back and forth on whether or not they want to be in a connection, like an actual relationship, not just connected to you. So that's something on their mind this week. What else for Cancer? You have Five of Swords, also the Justice card. Something that may have been a conflict for you this week clears up. All right, you get justice out of the situation. Yeah, hold on. Ace of Swords in reverse. Wheel of Fortune. The thing is, with this, you have to do something different. You cannot go back to doing the same shit that you've done before, or you cannot handle this situation the same way that you have before. If you do, you will lose. So with this, you have to do what's in alignment, what's best serving for you, and not out of fear, not out of, just understand that karma will set shit right. So just make sure that you choose wisely. You choose the right thing to do. So that way this wheel tips in your favor and justice is served. Now, for others of you, you may be dealing with a person that you've been like maybe arguing with, and because they didn't handle things properly, they didn't handle things the way that they should have, justice is going to be on your side. So just take it as it resonates. You have Page of Swords here in the reverse. You also have the Death card here and the Ace of Wands. You might see a switch up in somebody's attitude. Somebody that you know, somebody that you're very fond of, somebody that cares deeply for you. If you guys have not been communicating, there's definitely a switch up that's happening, and this person is going to come towards you passionately. Maybe and maybe it's not passion as in like sexual passion, but maybe it's just like enthusiasm, excitement. I don't know. There's just a change in their behavior this week. All right, let's do Leo. All right, Leo. What's going on for Leo this week? What's happening for Leo? Nine of Wands in the reverse, Empress in the reverse. Give me more on that, Empress. Priestess in the reverse. Someone may come towards you, like may start to open up towards you that hadn't been opening up towards you before. Like they were not nurturing this connection. They weren't really putting much emphasis into it. They weren't caring for it or caring for you. I feel like there's something here to where they're gonna like try to communicate something. They want to like reunite, get back together, not get back together in the sense of like being with you, but I mean like get back on track to when you guys were light and fun and low drama. What they're trying to do is get back to the old version of you guys. You have the world here in the reverse and you have the judgment in the reverse. This is somebody who is not learning the lesson. Whoever this person is, they're not learning it. They haven't let you go though. That's the other thing as well. Like even if they were distant, they weren't distant. Like they've been on your ass. Don't think that they've been gone because they haven't. I feel like this week though, what you're working really hard on is getting over something from the past that you had a tough time of getting over. There may even been a time period where you felt a little lost with that two of wands here in the reverse. Like not really having direction, not really knowing where to go with this situation that you're dealing with. But I do feel like this week kind of helps a bit. Like you feel a little bit lighter. Give me more for what Leo needs to know. What's happening with Leo? I'm so hungry. You have the Justice card here in the reverse. You also have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody didn't do you right. Why is this coming up? Because they want to talk to you. I'm telling you. Okay, so this keeps talking about it. Somebody who did not nurture the connection. Somebody who took you for granted. Okay? Did you all kind of wrong, or you feel like there was an injustice that was done against you. This person is wanting to come in quickly. You may have a lot of messages come from this person. They may even pop up. I don't think they're going to pop up, but they might pop up. Give me more for I almost said for Libra. Some of y'all, well, I mean, you got the Justice card. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Libra or have Libra in your chart. Give me more. What's going on for Leo? You have the Hermit here, followed to the Temperance. You're okay. Isolation has been helping in one way or another. I feel like you guys have really gone, going within, trying to look for the answers. You will come out wise, balanced, steady, stronger. You're alchemizing whatever it is that you went through. And I feel like this week you might notice yourself being a bit more calm. You have the Six of Wands here in the reverse. You also have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Knight of Wands in the reverse. All right. Whatever Leo I'm talking to, this week you may feel like you just want to kind of stay out the spotlight, or you don't really want to be seen because you don't feel as confident as you normally are. Like you feel uncomfortable for some reason. What's the Seven of Wands in the reverse? Because that's like, yeah, it's the confidence. I don't know what's going on with you when it comes to your confidence. I mean, it could be very well whatever has happened for you in the past with that situation that I was talking about earlier, like, the person not valuing you or taking you for granted, and that kind of like brought you down a little bit. But you have the Six of Wands to the Seven of Wands to the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands all in the reverse. So it's like this week you might kind of be a little low key, not really wanting to be seen because you just don't feel like your normal confident self. However, with this Seven of Wands and the reverse, that's the universe saying, get out of your damn comfort zone. Whatever comfort zone you've created to where you want to shy away and not be seen, you need to get out of that shit. because Leo is supposed to be seen. Look, death card. You need to transform. You transmuted, you need to transform whatever that energy is that you have, um, that is making you feel less confident than you normally are. You have the Wheel of Fortune here and the Page of Cups in the reverse. Star card in the reverse. Let's see who this is. That's you, Leo. That's the other person. Okay, the person that you're dealing with is giving up hope on communicating with you. You have the Star card here in the reverse. You have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Could be an Aquarius. They could have Aquarius in their chart. You got the Wheel of Fortune. This is something that's different for them, though. I don't think that this is something that you are accustomed to. I feel like this is something different, because their energy is all about letting go, not holding on anymore. Why is this important to Leo? Fool in the reverse. The Six of Pentacles. Whose energy is that? Well, let me see their energy. Page of Cups in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse. Three of Pentacles. This person wants to work with you, but also they have a very hard time with growing emotionally and are very, very cautious when it comes to equal give and take. It's like they feel like it's very risky. And so instead, they're just going to let go. You have the Page of Swords here. Well, maybe they're just letting go of hope of talking to you, because they're also stalking you. So it's not it's not like they're letting go for real. They're still there. I feel like whoever you're dealing with is a very complicated person. Like it's a lot of wishy-washy energy that's here with this person. Okay. Give me more for what Leo needs to know about this week. What does Leo need to know about this week? Ace of Swords in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. And King of Swords. Something's going to be made clear to you regarding a breakup or a disconnect between you and another individual. It's very clear. Yeah. Somebody just couldn't do it. Somebody just felt like there's a hopeless type of energy here. And I talked about that just a second ago. A powerless type of energy. Like, I just couldn't do it. And so it fizzled out. You're starting to see the reality of things, the reason behind it. But I feel like instead of you falling apart, what I think is interesting about this is that you're looking at it as, I'm going to just not communicate. Like, I feel like I know things, but I'm not going to say anything, simply because if I do, it'll create another tower moment, because I'm trying to include this person in my life. So it's like you're making a decision, or you're gaining some sort of clarity. It doesn't make you happy, but you know that you have to do this in order for you to gain stability again. You may be making a decision to no longer communicate to someone that you do want to communicate to, because they could not make a decision on you. Like, they're back and forth, wishy-washy when it comes to the love. Do they love you, or do they care about you? Yes. I just feel like what you're doing in a nutshell is you're choosing yourself. as hard as it may be. You're choosing to not communicate this week to this person and just be just be to yourself. All right, Virgo. What does Virgo need to know that's happening this week? What does Virgo need to know? What does Virgo need to know? I'll take them. You got the Devil and Seven of Cups. That's Capricorn energy. Hmm. There's confusion surrounding why someone walked away, but it's getting to the point to where it's like obsessively thinking and trying to fill in the holes or gaps of of unanswered questions. Uh you have the Eight of Cups here, Seven of Cups, and the Devil. Try not to overthink anything this week, okay? Because I feel like it's going to just stress you out. You have the Nine of Swords that's here. This might be, and this might be something that pops up later. Like you might not have even just recently gone through a breakup, but for some reason something pops up, and then all you're doing is thinking about the why behind it. Whoever that you were dealing with before, I feel like the why is that fear. They were afraid to take a leap of faith on a relationship. You love. This person operated out of fear. Did I say Libra earlier? Shit. I can't remember. This is for Virgo though. This is for Virgo. I can't remember if I said Libra. If I did, I did not mean to because Virgo was in my head. All right, anyway. Give me more for Virgo. What's going on? You have Three of Wands here. You also have the Ten of Cups. What is that? Page of Cups. Hierophant. Someone may try to get you back. I don't feel like you were official with this person though, or it wasn't like a real deal. I don't know. What's interesting is it's like, okay, so this person is sitting in all of this unhappiness. They're unhappy because they feel like they lost their Ten of Cups. So it's like they're sitting here and they're waiting. You have the Three of Wands here. They're waiting to hear from you. But what I also have here, you have the Page of Cups that's here. You have the Queen. I'm sorry, no, not the Queen. You have the Hierophant. It's interesting because I feel like this person did something wrong. They did you wrong, but they're waiting for you. Whoever this person is, they're not on your level. They're childish. They're taking too long to grow. Someone may come like because I see like forward communication, something coming in very quickly. Someone may come in to talk to you about relationship shit, about commitment, or they may like promise I'm gonna be more dedicated, or I'm going to be more committed, or I'm going to be more consistent. I feel like you can see through I feel like you have no problem with seeing through their shit, what they're avoiding, because I do feel like they're avoiding something too. It's almost like they waited for you to not be angry, and then they're trying to pop back up to say some shit. I don't feel like you're going to deal with them. I have the Queen of Swords here. I feel like you're going to like be very direct with this person, whoever they are. Give me more for Virgo, please. Because, like, who the fuck are you? You have Eight of Swords here. You have the Chariot. Some of you want to move on, but you feel also like you're held back too. Why the Eight of Swords? Page of Wands in the reverse. Something hasn't lit a fire in your ass. Yeah. You need to find a new wish fulfillment. Some of y'all need to find a new wish fulfillment. Like, you may still be stuck on something that didn't work out, needing to move on, but also feeling very stuck. It's like something did not get off the ground, and you really had high hopes for this thing, but it didn't get off the ground. And so it's like you're holding on to it. You have the Four of Pentacles here. This could be a person, or it could have been a job. It could really be anything, just whatever it is that you really haven't been able to let go of. Spirit is saying if you want to move on, you're going to have to find something to feel hopeful for, to want to go towards a new wish fulfillment. And maybe, like, if it's a person, maybe it's not going to work out with that person, but it doesn't mean that you have to like let go of the dream. You can still have the dream. It could just be with someone else. If it's a dream job, maybe it's not with that particular, with those people. Maybe it's with something else. But holding on is putting you at a disadvantage, Virgo. So you're going to have to let whatever that specific thing is go. What else is going on for Virgo this week? What's going on for Virgo this week? You have Ace of Pentacles and Six of Pentacles. Ooh, you get an opportunity to, I feel like there's some sort of money opportunity coming your way. I don't know what it is, but you're going to be really, like, it's going to make you feel very content. But it's a lot of hard work. What else about this Ten of Wands? Also, the place that you work at currently, like, I feel like this week they may try to, first of all, they don't value you as a person or what you do. You got the Empress here in the reverse, the Nine of Pentacles here in the reverse. It could be something that they've said, something that they've done outwardly that you see that. This week, they may try to overload you with things to do, but like by yourself. So then that way, they want to make you look unreliable or like you don't do nothing. So this is all in their plan. Just understand that and know what they're doing. What else for Virgo this week? The Four Cups. You got somebody in your energy here that it's like spirit wants you to definitely reject them. It's someone here who likes to appear as though, yeah, they do. They like to appear as though they have themselves put together, but they're a mess. Very codependent and also very controlling, whoever this person is. I feel like they're going to try to get you out of your character, or they're going to try some sort of way to get in, because I do feel like you've put them out in the cold with that Five of Pentacles. And so however they're going to come in, they're going to come in very fake. Okay? But I feel like what they're trying to do is they're trying to get under your skin. All right? Spirit is saying reject the fuck out of them. Protect your peace. Protect your peace. All right, Libra. What's going on for Libra this week? What is going on for you, Libra, this week? Come on. Okay. You got some things hiding in the dark. Got this moon card here. What's being hidden? Queen of Swords in the reverse. Oh, gosh. Okay. So Spirit wants you to be a little... Spirit wants you to be confused. No, I feel like some things are being hidden from you for a reason. I'm trying to see what that reason is or what this is about. Because you have these two here. I don't know, whatever it is. Okay, so this could be something that's already going on right now. Like you're searching for or you're searching for answers, or you just kind of feel like your head is in a fog. Or maybe you're trying to figure something out in particular. I do feel like this week you're gonna figure it out. It's going to be acknowledged. It's going to be something that once you see it, you cannot unsee. You cannot pretend like you don't know. After this happens to Libra, how is Libra going to feel? Or, oh, okay, I'll take it. Okay, I'll take that too. You got the Emperor here to the Fool, ready to take action, but you feel very solid, very stable. You feel what's the word I'm looking for? Like you trust yourself. You trust yourself to make certain decisions, and now you're looking to the future. You're looking to see what are the next steps. So there's something here, and you got Aries energy there. There's something here where it's like you may sit for a second confused, trying to figure out what to do next, or trying to figure out the answers, and you get them this week. This allows for movement. Ace of Cups. Four of Cups in the reverse. Make sure that you love on yourself this week. This week calls for self-care. I feel like I want to tell you court yourself, date yourself, give yourself something, do something for yourself that you would want somebody else to do for you. Make sure you're doing it for yourself. King of Swords here in the reverse. You also have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. Somebody is confused and doesn't understand. I just heard why you disobeyed me. Somebody that you're dealing with is controlling. they can feel that you're no longer shouldering their burden. They're confused as to why you're no longer shouldering it. They can feel the distance. They're confused with your distance. But this is somebody who likes to have power over people with that King of Swords in the reverse. Tries to manipulate through communication. Oh, oh, oh no. Okay. Give me more for Libra. Mm. Because you have your boundaries up, this person feels like they're very pessimistic that you will allow them to basically to play in their face. It's almost like they're saying, damn, Libra has their boundaries up. So, you know, I don't know what's about to happen now because I used to have Libra wrapped around my finger and now Libra is not doing what I want them to do. Could have Aquarius in their chart. You have the Strength card here. You have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're doing things differently now. I feel like you have learned some sort of lesson that the universe wanted you to learn. And now at this point, you're growing that inner strength. You are picking up new habits. You're trying to live life different. You're trying to learn how to place more value on yourself, more care. Yeah, look. And as the Page of Pentacles, where it's like it's small, it's going to grow. It'll get stronger and stronger and stronger to where no one can play with you when it comes to your boundaries. Not a soul. Give me more. Be sure not to overwork yourself. I feel like there may be a point in time where you're doing too much when it comes to work. It's not balanced out at all. You may be like working towards a particular goal, or they may just be putting a lot on you this week. But just make sure that you are not overworking, because then it ain't gonna do nothing good for you. There's a situation that you're deciding to be truthful about. Not saying that you be lying, but like maybe this was something that you held back. So this could even be just you showing up authentically and just like being your normal self that people do not see behind closed doors. But I feel like you're taking a step towards truth. All right, you got the Hanged Man here, followed by the Page of Cups. There's somebody new that may be sparking your interest for some Libras this week. A little bit, I mean, it's very small, flirty energy, but I do feel like you're kind of looking at it, trying to decide like, where is this going to go, or what does this person want, or I'm just kind of watching them, just observing their body language, what they say, how they act, all of those things. Like, is there consistency behind this your little flirting text messages, or your flirt? Oh, you got King of Wands here. There's passion, there's chemistry that's here. Give me more. Why the Nine of Cups? Hmm. For some of you, you are also questioning whether or not you're even ready to jump into anything or to like build with anybody. If it is, if you are building, you're building very slowly. But I do see some hesitation here. You have that Knight of Wands here in the reverse. It's like you feel the connection, you feel the passion too, but at the same time, you're like, I don't really know if I want to get into this, because my last one, took me out. And so for some of you, you may be feeling like my last relationship depleted me. And I don't know if I really want to build, because when I was building, it was not reciprocal. It was not 50-50. It was not equal give and take. It was more so of draining my energy. So some of you may be questioning whether or not you're even ready for it. And I feel like that's why that hanged man is there. It's just kind of like, I'm not taking action. I'm just kind of observing. I'm an observer right now. Give me more for Libra. Mhm. I will say this though. This week, because you're attractive to others, it also kind of puts a little, fire in you too. And you are feeling like your empress self. People are very drawn to you this week. I don't know what you're doing different. I don't know if it's, it could just be that you're just caring for yourself more and people radiate or gravitate towards you. So, all right. All right, Scorpio. What's going on this week that you need to know about? What's happening for Scorpio? Okay. Hmm. Scorpio, you seem too stable, too unbothered, too in your own element, in your own realm, doing your own thing and working towards your future. You're doing that too much. The reason being is because somebody feels very left behind, very like you are not paying attention to them. Look at me, Scorpio. And you got 3 of Wands here in the reverse, followed by that 6 of Wands. There is someone here. I feel like it's unprovoked, but I feel like it's also very unplanned the way that they're about to come in. Yeah, because their ego, you are bruising their ego in some way, shape, or form, whoever this person is. So I feel like somebody is going to come towards you. It is out of pride, it is out of ego, it is out of you not paying attention to them. And whatever it is, you're like more focused and disciplined on your shit and what you got going on. So this may actually makes this person feel away. Yep, there's distance between you and this person. They got the 4 of Swords that's there. There's a lot of distance, but with that distance, you've also done a lot of healing too. Uh, let's see. So yeah, you got somebody coming in. Actually, I want to ask, what do they want? I will say this: they are attracted to you. They're attracted because you got this Ace of Wands. What do they want? Page of Cups, 3 of Cups in the reverse. They don't want friendship. They'll come across as being a friend, but they do not want friendship. With this 3 of Cups in the reverse, coupled with this Ace of Wands, is they want some action. So you have somebody that's barking up your tree. What else is going on for Scorpio this week? What's going on for Scorpio this week? You have the Lovers in the reverse. You also have the 10 of Wands. Some of you may be dealing with somebody who is very like indecisive when it comes to taking on extra responsibilities. It could be a Gemini. But I feel like you guys are out of not out. You're over the instability that this person brought to the connection. So some of you, some of you maybe may start to talk to someone else, may start getting to know someone else. Okay. You might bump into somebody this week. It's not gonna be for everybody. The interesting part about this is I feel like whoever you're dealing with or whoever you dealt with in the past that is still kind of like attached to you, they it's like they know that you've moved on, but they don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to pause this so I can clear my throat because it's gonna irritate me, and I don't want to irritate y'all. But you got the Queen of Swords here in the reverse. You got the Moon in the reverse. It's weird because it's like this person doesn't know that you have moved on, but they know that you have moved on. And when I say they moved on, I mean like literally talking to someone else, literally getting to know someone else, putting yourself out there. This is going to be for a small few. It's not for a bunch of y'all because some of y'all are not in the mood to get to know anybody or date. For the ones that are, though, okay? You could have been dealing with a cancer, somebody with cancer in their chart. Okay, give me 2 seconds. All right, start that back up. Give me more for Scorpio this week. Mm. What are they walking away from? Hmm. Some of y'all are walking away from something that wasn't going anywhere. Sorry, I still gotta clear my throat. You have Eight of Cups here with the Page of Wands in the reverse. It just felt like things just they fizzled out. Like at one point it felt very passionate. It felt like you guys were going somewhere with it, and then all of a sudden it wasn't it just you guys weren't going anywhere with it. I feel like for the ones who have already walked away from this thing this week, you're going to start to notice that um you got your power back. Like you took your power back, you took your energy back. There goes my throat again. I don't know what's going on. But you're getting back to you and you're feeling very powerful regardless of what has happened. You got some of you are getting your libido back. You might notice that this week. Not saying that you're gonna go do something with it, but like you're just starting to feel yourself again. Like there's no limit to what you can do. It's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting. But in order for you to get here, you had to walk away from something. And I don't think it was easy. I feel like it was something that was like it was hard. It was hard to do. Yep, ten of swords. I just confirmed it. You had to put an end to something. You know what I just heard? You had to put an end to abandoning yourself. You couldn't abandon yourself anymore. You done enough of that. This week you're going to be actively working towards releasing attachments and things that did not work, like not being attached to outcomes, not being attached to like if something's not working, you're not going to be forceful with it. You're not going to continue to keep pushing to make it work. You're just going to release it and let it go and not have an attachment, because the more that you do that, Scorpio, I find that you are realizing the more that you release attachment of an outcome, the more beautiful outcomes can be that you didn't have any idea was going to come to you. So I feel like this week is going to be a big week about releasing. I feel like somebody here also is going to do a I just heard like cord cutting. I don't know if somebody planned to do a cord cutting this week, but I'm thinking it's probably a good thing to do, especially because you're already showing up as like releasing shit. You got Knight of Pentacles, you got the Hermit here, Seven of Swords in the reverse, the Fool card. You've come to, okay. You've slowly came to a realization, like a truth, some sort of clarity. Now, I don't know if this is a clarity that was given to you by someone else, like somebody told you something, or it's just like you are seeing things very clearly. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be that somebody gave it to you. I say gave it to you because of how he's holding that pentacle, like he's offering up something, like you're starting to notice something slowly. Now what it could be is that someone, like it's based off of someone doing something specific, and you slowly came to the realization, like things being illuminated for you. There's truths. And the more that those truths come in, Lord, the more you're slowing down and have the Fool in the reverse. Give me more on that Fool. Five of Pentacles. Strength card in the reverse. Tower. Some of you are realizing that how you are living your life right now, or maybe even who you're living your life with right now at this time, you can no longer continue to move forward in that because you risk destroying your happiness. Like there's a huge risk when it comes to including someone and holding on to them. And I feel like what's happening here is it's like a light bulb. I almost feel like it's a light bulb moment for you guys, Scorpios, where you're realizing you can't hold on to this way of life or this person or this job or whatever, a family member. You can't hold on to this. You have to allow the Tower to happen. You have to let it burn. Because on the other side of that, you're recognizing that you can have the ultimate happiness, but you do need to get rid of some things that are weighing your life down. Take it as it resonates for you. All right, Sagittarius. Hold on just one second. Okay, sorry about that. Well, y'all don't even realize it. I had to pause. All right, let's go on to Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on for you guys this week. Sag this week. What does Sag need to know? Okay. Sag this week. Somebody's in denial or someone's trying to hide something from you. You got Seven of Swords here. Immediately popped out. Five of Wands. Ugh. I just heard op. You got somebody in opposition of you. Eight of Swords. You live rent-free in this person's head, but they're very challenged by you. Why? Tower. Oh, they don't like the distance. That's what the challenge is. Okay, so I have somebody in denial about how they feel about you. They still at op. Regardless, I still feel like they are up. I don't care because they're in opposition. They feel challenged. So you have the Five of Wands here. This is like this is in their feelings. You have the Seven of Swords as well. It's like this is somebody here who I feel like they're very analytical. I feel like this person plots, like you know this person to be very plotty. Okay? And they don't like to allow things to just flow. They want to be in control. This is somebody who they control the narrative of how people see them. They control the narrative of how you see them. They control the narrative of how things flow with the connection. Like this is somebody here who they feel like they have to be like 10 steps ahead of everybody. And right now, the way that they're feeling about you is that you make them feel very perplexed. This is somebody who it's like they can't like figure you out. They're trying to figure you out and they can't, and it's making them feel very restless. I also feel like this person there's some regret that's here. And when I clarified it, I got the Tower. So there's been some sort of upset in this connection between the two of you to where this person now is not resting. Like they're appearing to be happy or fulfilled, but they're not. In reality, this person watches you. You have the Page of Swords that's there. So this week, their energy may kind of tug on you. Just, you know, if you don't want them to tug on you, definitely do some protection work so that way they don't tug on you. But, you know what? Well, let me see. Yeah, they're just stuck in your energy. They're stuck in your energy. You have the Six of Swords that's here in the reverse. But they're not trying to come towards you. But they're not trying to leave either. Whoever this person is, I feel like they are like very honed in with work related things. I don't feel like their financial situation is going very well, especially with that Temperance in the reverse. You could be dealing with somebody else that has Sagittarius in their chart. Oh, and you got the Death card here in the reverse. What's the Death card in the reverse when it comes to Sagittarius? Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, it's reiterating what I just said. They're not doing well financially, and it just seems like it's not changing. There's a lot of instability that's there. Um, okay. Why is this important to Sagittarius? Why would this be important to Sag this week? Seven of Wands in reverse. Devil in reverse. You know what? And I wondered if this person's energy was mirroring you. The more that you release this person, and it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be so uncomfortable. But the more that you release this person, the stronger your foundation and your discipline and what you need to do for yourself grows. Like solid type shit. You have the King of Pentacles here. This is you, but this is you if you release. Because this person, whoever this person is, in some way, shape, or form, weighed you down. Could have Capricorn in their chart. They don't have to, but you got that devil that's there. And that's why I say that their that energy was mirroring is because their energy is affecting your money. Their energy is affecting like how you're moving forward with the things that you're wanting to do as far as like your foundation, like foundational things. So continue releasing the attachment that you once had with this person. And not even like, oh, I'm attached, I have to be with this person. No, 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 no. Because I don't feel like that's what it is. I feel like it is you created, you, look, bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles. You created a version of what your life was going to be like with this person. And you created habits and you created things that your nervous system got used to doing. And now that this person is no longer in your life, you have to continue to remove that attachment that you had, because I mean, your money depends on it. Your financial stability depends on it. Okay. And that won't resonate with everybody, but it is going to resonate with somebody. So whoever this resonates with, take the message. And it's not saying that this person is a bad person or anything like that. I just feel like for Sag, for some reason, I feel like there's like distractions. Like there's a desire to do certain things, but then there's also distractions. So find new, yeah, see, there's mourning here, there's grief. It's just old life to new life. That's really all that it is. You'll have to find new habits, new things to do in order to plug the holes. So, like being with someone all the time. Um, or if, like, before you went to sleep, you talked to this person. When you woke up, you said good morning. Just shit like that. You have to fill in the holes. You have to fill in the holes of where you felt like you lost. Okay? Because I do feel like you and this person are mirroring each other. Like I said, this may also be somebody who has Sag in their chart. Uh, they're mourning you. So it's not like it's something that's just one-sided. It's not, but you need to make sure that you're taking care of you. What else for Sag this week? Queen of Swords. Lover. Come through. Come through. Sagittarius. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all are so funny. You, like, I don't know, maybe after you hear this reading, who knows? But I feel like you stand on business about something. There's something here to where you get very, very clear with what it is you want, how you want life to go, who you're going to deal with, who you're not going to deal with. And I feel like anybody that shows any type of inconsistency, or if you're not choosing, it gotta go. Sag says that you cannot stay here. Okay? You got to go. There may actually be some people this week that you're cutting out as well. So, if there's anybody that's inconsistent, or if there's anybody that seems very wishy-washy, and I'm not talking about like a friend that's going through some shit and you know that the friend is going through some shit. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who make you feel like you have to put in the effort in order for the connection to continue. Almost like they forget about you. I see you guys cutting a lot of people out. Give me more for Sag. Nine of Swords. Three of Cups. What's going on here? Nine of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Somebody is stressed the fuck out because they want to reconnect with you. They want to reunite with you. They want to come together with you. They want to build with you. But their pride is stopping them. You got Nine of Swords here to the Three of Cups. Like, even if you guys are pleasant with each other, this person feels very stressed out. Like, they stress. As soon as y'all are pleasant, they disconnect and they hold back and distance themselves. And it's more so because of their pride. I don't even feel like this is like, oh, I need to fill up my cups. I need to feel good. I feel like this is pride, because look, right after that, clarifying it, is the 10 of Wands. So it's like y'all's connection weighs very heavily on this person. They're trying to separate themselves. You got restraint here with the Strength card. Could be a Leo, doesn't have to be. You might reconnect with someone this week. You have the Three of Pentacles. You also have the Three of Cups. If you do, don't be surprised if they withhold, like they withdraw again. They hold back again. It stresses them out. Yeah. Committing stresses them out for some reason right now this week. So don't take it personally. It's not you, it's definitely them. All right, let's go on to Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. What's going on this week for Capricorn? What's happening for Capricorn this week? Hmm. I feel like this week is a good week for you emotionally. You guys are coming up as the Queen of Cups here with the Seven of Wands, very protective over your emotional energy, but also very balanced. You know, you're empathetic. You are tapping into your heart space, not feeling like it's overwhelming. This is where it's like you I just feel like you are standing on business with your requirements. You're very much on a you need to show up or dip out because you have certain requirements. Give me more on Capricorn this week. You have 10 of Wands here. You also have the Temperance card. You got a lot of work, but it's also not overwhelming. Like it's not making you drown. You still feel very balanced. So like if you're working hard, later on you're playing hard. Like you're doing what you need to do. But I also feel like this is buckling down and getting to the meat and potatoes of what you need to do. All right? Give me more. You have the Sun card here in the reverse. You also have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Okay, give me that. What's going on there? Mm-hmm. Some of y'all are healing from a past love situation. Something might come up this week that makes you kind of, I guess, go back into that memory bank. And number one, the one thing that I do want to say here is even though whoever you were dealing with was very sometimey. Like I feel like this person had a hard time with making choices, avoidant. At that time, you couldn't actually see what was going on. Like you didn't know. It wasn't your fault. For some of y'all, there may have been a third party situation. However, when you think back to it, it doesn't. And these are the people who have already gotten through this. This isn't the people who are still kind of in it because I'm sure what I'm about to say, you're probably like, that's not true. But for the ones that have already gone through it, because we're all on a different timeline, Five of Wands in the reverse, when you think about it, it's not as conflicting for you. It's not as gut wrenching. It doesn't hurt as much. Um, and actually, it makes you reflect on how much you've grown, how much more you've loved yourself so much that you have filled those cups back up. Because at one point they were very empty. All right. You weren't content, but you were in it. And so I feel like something this week is going to trigger you to be proud of yourself and how far you have come. You've done the work. You don't mind doing the work. And you're seeing that the work has paid off for you when it comes to your healing. Let's see. Yeah. Some of you decided to tap into your intuitive gifts. If not, that might be something that you do this week. deciding to tap into your intuition, well, I mean, I feel like it's actual spiritual gifts, not just some shit that pops up when something happens. I feel like this is intentional. Like you have intentional actions towards either going a spiritual path. So maybe you are wanting to start doing something that I do, or you're wanting to be some sort of, because I got public figure, but then I got high priestess. So I feel like maybe even a spiritual leader, just something in that direction. Some of you may be choosing that, or finally saying, yes, this is what I want to do. You know, Capricorn, you guys have been coming up for me with wanting to step outside of the conventional. So maybe that's possibly something for some of y'all here. All right, give me more. Not for everybody, only take what resonates. Some of y'all have Pisces in your chart. You got King of Cups here. What about it? Ace of Wands. Ooh. What's this about? King of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. God, there's a lot of people. It's very people-y here. What's that King of Swords? Okay. After dealing with somebody that you used to possibly have some sort of domesticated type of relationship, or you may have even just talked about it. You didn't necessarily have to like be married to the person or whatever. I feel like after this, whoever this was, it could have been an air sign, just take it as it resonates. After that, Spirit is granting you with an opportunity, a new opportunity for growth. You're coming up as the Queen of Pentacles, somebody who has taken care of themselves. You're very nurturing, stable, and you know, you about your money. You about you're about your coins. There's someone that's coming in. I feel like I don't think you know this person. I mean, you might know this person. I don't think you know this person though. Or it could just be new. I'm going to say new. A new, exciting beginning with a King of Cups. Somebody that may have water in their chart. Why the Five of Pentacles? That's okay. And I knew that there was something that was up with this. So the reason why your old person even came up is because this person is going to try to pop back up when your new person pops in. Now, I don't know if this all happens this week. It's very possible, but if not, the meet and greet for the new person could end up happening this week. And then it just kind of snowballs from there. You have the Six of Swords here in the reverse, followed by the Five of Pentacles. So I was trying to see like what is this? This is the person here who left you out in the cold, or you left them out in the cold. You have the Emperor here. Could have Aries in their chart. They don't have to, but this is somebody who for some reason I'm getting businessman or businesswoman, somebody who is a leader, somebody who likes to have control. Okay. You may end up having to juggle two people. There may be a little issue where you're having to deal with two individuals. Not saying that you're going to go back to the old, but it does look like this person is trying to pop back up. Probably feeling like, yeah, they don't want you to move on. That's what it is. Are they coming in to like be serious? Absolutely fucking not. But they'll come up under the guise of let's heal this. But it's only so that way they can keep you stuck. Okay? So just keep that in mind, Capricorn. If this person does pop back up, I don't even care if it's a very small text message. I don't feel like this old person, for a lot of y'all, that old person ain't your person. Look, Hierophant in the reverse. No discipline, no commitment, no, nothing that you are wanting. So just keep that in mind. It takes time for people to change. What else for Capricorn? You got Knight of Pentacles, Page of Wands. There's something that you felt excited about, inspired to move towards, and now it's kind of fizzled out. Almost like you want to like revive the energy in this thing, but you are having a hard time with figuring out how to do so. I feel like I want to tell you stay the course though, but you're getting so antsy with wanting to like be done with it because you feel like you just can't make it work. You're like, I can't make this work. It's not moving. There are too many delays. I feel like it's just slow, whatever it is. You have the Knight of Pentacles here. Devil in the reverse, but it's okay. So it's slow moving, but this makes you feel like you're disempowered and you're not at an advantage. You feel like you're at a disadvantage. And that's probably because you're a cardinal sign and you want to get shit done. You're a doer. I'm gonna ask real quick, what should Capricorn do about this? This could be anything. Because I don't want to say it's just love. I don't want to say it's just work. Just apply it to the spot in your life that you know, this makes sense. What does Cap need to do? Empress. 7 of Cups. 6 of Wands. You need to own your power. Number 1. Feels like you're moving a little too cautiously when it comes to this situation. You need to, like, the moment that you own your power is the moment that you gain clarity over the situation, over the idea, over the project, whatever this is. The moment that you take it, the moment that you're not questioning your capabilities, you're not questioning if other people will like it, you're not questioning anything, because the questioning is making you too cautious, which is slowing down your progress. So, it's not will this thing work? It's, am I sitting in alignment with myself? Or am I questioning my abilities? I feel like you just need to step into knowing what you can do, what you bring, who you are, because then that is going to bring an energy of not, what's the word? It's like the energy is propelling it because you want it too much. And not saying take away the want, but it's like take away how you're going about it, in a sense of like you're longing for it, you're desiring it, instead of being like, well, I already embody it, I already have it. Okay, Aquarius. What's going on this week for Aquarius? What is going on this week for Aquarius? All right, you got the Emperor here in the reverse, followed by the 5 of Cups. Somebody is trying to hold themselves together. I feel like they're grieving, or they feel like they've lost something, and so now they're trying to hold themselves together so that way they don't fall apart. You have the Emperor here, that 5 of Cups. Somebody could be an Aries, or you could have Aries in your chart. Just take it as it resonates. Actually, I'm going to double check. Is this Aquarius? Well, what's Aquarius's, shit. You're nostalgic. You still feel connected to this person. 6 of Cups. What's this person's, 6 of Swords? And they do too. They're not moving on. You're not moving on. You guys are still very connected. So with that being said, this could be the both of y'all's emotional state. Feeling the loss, looking at what was lost, looking at what could have been, and trying to keep the grief at bay so that way it doesn't overcome you. Give me more. What can Aquarius anticipate this week? No, didn't mean to take that, but that's okay. Clarify that. Yep, release. Who's doing that? Aquarius. This person. Hmm. There's something that needs to be released. Yeah, there's been an ending, and there's something here that needs to be released between the two of you. You have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, you have the Strength card in the reverse, you also have the Devil in the reverse. So it could be attachments that someone was holding on to. It could be negative thoughts. It could be whatever. But there is some sort of release that needs to happen. Right now, the way that you're coming up is the Four of Cups. You're not wanting to be bothered. You're kind of isolated. The way that this person is coming up is not wanting any problems, wanting actually, like wanting to kind of smooth things over. Like just wanting to be friendly. But it seems like you might not want to be friendly with this person, or you're just kind of holding back from like taking it. So there may be some sort of kind offering, kind gesture. You have the Page of Swords here in the reverse. You also have the Magician. Why is that? You may find yourself wanting to take a new approach towards, well, towards building. It almost feels like something that you're working towards. You no longer want to work with others. I don't see you being very collaborative this week because you feel like if I'm collaborative, then I get slowed down, and I don't want to be slowed down. This week you might feel a bit more empowered to get some shit done. And this could be work related, but it could also be love related. But I don't know. It feels like you're definitely on some lone wolf type of shit to where you're like, I just want to get my stuff done, or I just want to get my visions handled. And I'm empowering myself to go forth and do so. So I see something coming up for you that maybe is kind of unexpected, but I do see movement in whatever that situation is that you're wanting to do by yourself. Give me more. Judgment in the reverse. 10 of Wands. Aquarius. Are you guys not seeing the forest from the trees? There's something, there's like, spirit has been trying, yeah, because you need to let go. There's something you need to let go of. And I feel like it's other people's responsibility. Like you're taking on responsibilities, or you're taking on burdens, you're taking on something that you should not be taking on. And it could be a form or a sense of control when we go about this way. It's like, I got it. And you know what? It might be because you don't want to work with anybody. You're not collaborative right now, or at least not this week. But you're missing the point of something here. And it does have to do with you shouldering everybody's shit, whether it's work related, love related, family, whatever. This week is calling for you to do something that's out of your comfort zone. Take a leap of faith and fucking let go. Let go, because some of those burdens, some of those things, some of those tasks, whatever, you don't need to do. It's not your responsibility. And as much as people say that Aquarius is, oh, they're detached, you know, Aquarius care a lot. That's why they're detached, because a lot of times y'all don't know what to do with those feelings as an air sign. I feel like Aquarius is the most emotional of the air signs because y'all actually, you give a damn. You just don't know what to do with the emotion. And you want to, you are the humanitarian. You want to handle everybody's stuff, but you can't. Because what happens is you burn out. And then who are you good to? Nobody. You're not even good to yourself. So pay attention to that, okay? Pay attention to when your body is telling you that you don't want to do it. Pay attention to when your head says, I don't want to do it. Don't fucking do it. Give me more. Ace of Swords in the reverse, Ace of Cups. Yeah, you're not speaking up for yourself. I don't know what's going on here this week where you're not speaking up. You're just trying to be, okay. You're just trying to be stable. Yeah, your stability. That's all you're concerned with right now is the stability. But you're not speaking up. You got the Ace of Swords here in the reverse. There's something that you're not being true to yourself about. What's the Ace of Cups? You're also not speaking up about how you feel. You're holding yourself back. Maybe you holding your emotions in is what's creating the burden. I don't think it's bad emotions. I feel like it's like you care a lot about somebody or something. You have the World card here and you have the Queen of Cups, followed by the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Some of y'all may have ended a relationship with somebody that you really cared about. Got that here. Maybe you're gaining closure over it. There's things that were left unsaid, unspoken. Yeah. Try not to be too strategic with how you're going to communicate with this person because I do feel like there's communication that's coming in, or at least you're waiting for like the right time or how to do it. Try not to be too like bogged down in the hows. I feel like a conversation just needs to be had. Now, if this isn't you, this might be somebody else that's doing this towards you. And that's the reason as to why you haven't heard from them, is because they're like trying to map out exactly how the conversation flow is going to go. It's kind of silly. In order for y'all to be able to move forward and have balance and be able to like have balance, create new boundaries, you're going to have to talk. That's what it's going to lead to. Walking away from 8 cups once you guys have communication and then being able to restabilize the connection. Okay? But with new boundaries, because I don't feel like whoever it is that you've closed the door or closed the chapter on is completely done, because they're still coming up in the energy. They're still coming up as somebody that you're trying to like squash the beef with. It's all in how you guys go about it. It's all in how you guys are handling it. It's kind of all over the place again, Aquarius. But you know what? When I be all over the place with y'all's readings, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. So I do appreciate that with y'all. I feel like I have a piece of hair. God damn it. I just feel like whatever is going on with you and this person, you guys have there's communication that's happening. I feel like there's forward movement communication. I just feel like you guys are goodness gracious. I just feel like you guys are like entering into a new type of how you relate. So it doesn't mean that you guys are getting back together, but it doesn't mean that you're completely out of each other's lives either. So, all right, let's go on to Pisces. All right, Pisces. Let's see. What does Pisces need to be aware of this week? What is happening for Pisces this week? What is happening for Pisces this week? Strength card, the The Chariot in the reverse. Ooh, it's gonna take some real inner strength to not go towards a certain situation. It's like you were practicing restraint. You got that Chariot in the reverse, King of Cups in the reverse. There's something here that you're disconnecting from emotionally. And I mean, honestly, you're learning restraint. Mm. You're learning to sit in your own power. Oh my gosh. You're learning to sit in your own power. You have the Empress here followed by the Nine of Pentacles. It's like this week, you know your worth. It's not a question. You know it. And you're going to embody it. You're embodying the Empress energy. Mm. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles in this. They came out sideways. So let me see why. Mm. I feel like you're kind of in planning mode. With this downtime and this distance from whoever this individual is, you have the Eight of Pentacles. I'm sorry, I keep on doing that. All throughout the damn reading, I'm saying the wrong element. You have the Eight of Wands here, which is reflecting kind of like slowing down, not moving towards a particular certain. Lord have mercy, I'm tongue-tied today. A particular situation. You're not going towards it. You're using your intuition. You got the Page of Cups here. And I feel like you're making things up as you go. Not so much as I'm planning for my long-term future and my vision and how I see it. I feel like you are doing that, but I feel like it's more so of like slowing down and just feeling your way through it. Feeling your way through the Ten of Pentacles. Give me more. The World card in the reverse, the Four of Cups. Yeah, there's something from the past that keeps popping up and it's like you want it, you really do. And you feel like there's something that's unfinished regarding it. But you're practicing restraint. You're practicing upholding your self-worth. Lovers in the reverse. Yeah. And you're protecting yourself from anyone and anything that isn't a yes. Because the Lovers in the reverse is not a yes. It's a I don't know. It's a maybe. But it's not choosing. It's straddling the fence. And so you built that fence to make sure that they can't straddle it. It's so high they can't straddle it. It's the length of a person. No, ain't no straddling the fence. You just gonna have to stay out on the other side. I'm on this side of the fence, you out here. That's what Pisces is saying. So I feel like you were in protective mode. You were protecting yourself, you're protecting your ideals, you're protecting your essence, you're protecting your vision. You're protecting your heart. You have the Seven of Wands here in the reverse. You have the Temperance here. Somebody feels like over time, they'll wear you down. Wow. The audacity. Over time, they feel like they will wear you down. This is someone here who abuses their position in your life. Whether intentionally or unintentionally, because I'm starting to believe that people are moving without having the intention of hurting others, but they also are so fucking blind to what they do. It's because people are not present and lack situational awareness, self-awareness, all the awarenesses. They just lack it. And so you have someone here that feels like over time things will smooth out and that, your boundaries will come down. But I personally feel like you're standing on business. You have the Emperor here. You are now building in like for yourself your empire and what you see to be fit for your life. Some of y'all may have Aries in your chart. The person that you're dealing with or somebody that the person I was just talking about, they may have Sagittarius in their chart, maybe Gemini. You got Cancer there too. You got all the fixed signs too. Give me more on what Pisces should know about this week. What's coming up for Pisces this week? Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Something's not working that you're putting effort towards. What is it? The Devil in the reverse. I don't know, but you need to drop it. Yeah, you're expending too much energy towards a person or towards a goal, a job. What do they need to do this week? Three of Wands in the reverse. Eight of Swords in the upright. You're causing yourself anxiety. Be careful of that. You need to be careful of that. Overthinking. Make sure that you're not in your head, stuck in your head, overthinking about something, because it's going to make you act impulsively. All right? We're moving with intention. The Fool card in the reverse. We're not just jumping and doing stuff just because we feel a certain way. We're not doing that. The Four Swords in the reverse. That's wanting to close up the gap of distance, wanting to do something because your body feels like it's dysregulated and you have to like move. This is not the time. Not this week. So if you are feeling any type of way when it comes to that, you need to center yourself. Okay? Give me more. You have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. You have the Five of Pentacles. Yes, this is going to be a week of resistance, of you holding yourself back, even though you want to charge in and maybe communicate. You want to charge in and maybe clear the air with someone. This week is saying, no, do not do that. You need to stay with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. You don't need to give this person, there's no over explaining. There's no, trying to keep connection because there's a fear surrounding what if I don't do that? You got Judgment in the reverse. Somebody's missing the point of this. Yep, it's a King of Wands. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. There's somebody who is missing the point. They haven't learned the lesson. Yep. They haven't learned the lesson because this person is too boastful. This person is too ego driven. This person cares too much about other people's opinions. You got Scorpio energy there? Page of Wands in the reverse. You just keep getting messages of don't go there. Don't go towards it. Don't go there. Two of Cups. Page of Swords. What about it? Ace of Swords. There's something also that this person is not telling you regarding your connection, or some sort of information that they kept while you guys were still connected. They're not being upfront about something here. What's happening for Pisces this week? What's happening for Pisces? Five of Cups, Four of Wands. For those of you who feel like you're either grieving or mourning or feel like you've lost something, some sort of potential, some sort of idea of what the future is going to lead to, understand, you know what's so interesting that I just paired together? I think this is, it's kind of, I kind of love it. You got those two cups here in the back, right? And when I was looking back at what those two cups are, so I got a couple of things here. Number one, forget about this. Forget about what you lost or what you think that you lost. The vision that you had that you're wanting, you got two other cups here. You haven't lost everything. You just need to turn your back on what is gone. And you need to move ahead, because I do feel like for some of you, if marriage was something that you wanted, if commitment was something that you wanted, you're going to get. But you have to let go. For others of you, if it is something that is structural, like a house, a dream house, a job, whatever. I don't know, I fucked up that word. But anything that you feel like, was goals, it's not what you're facing, it's behind you. It's the 2 cups that are still here, still standing, still strong. Okay. That's what you need to pick them 2 cups up and keep it moving. So it's all about perspective, honestly. You really didn't lose nothing. You just made room. It's just redirection. You were going one direction, you got to go a different direction. See, look at this. And you need to also have faith. These are some things that, some themes that'll possibly show up for you. You need to have faith because you're going to, like, that light at the end of the tunnel, you're going to encounter, you're going to see it, you're going to get it. Everything that you're wanting, you're going to achieve. You just have to have faith in it. Also, side note, that wishy-washy person that likes to, like, ignore you and all of that, once they feel like, oh, I don't have to be responsible to Pisces, I don't have to do this or that, there's no pressure on the connection, that's when they're going to charge in. So don't be surprised if this person comes in, but understand this. They're trying to make gray area in relation to building together. All right? Remember, we're moving forward. Don't look to the past. And even if somebody comes back and you're trying to, like, have something with them, whatever was done in the past, you cannot do. It must be new, completely new. All right. Let's look at collective. This week, what can my collective anticipate? What should they expect this week? What should they expect this week? What's going to happen this week? What do they need to know? I just saw something flip. Okay. You get some sort of surprise communication that comes in. You got the Page of Cups. It's something that's small, friendly gesture, maybe flirting. 10 of Wands to the 6 of Pentacles. Don't let it weigh you down, because there's still something here that is weighing the connection down, that's weighing the communication down. And if you allow it, you could end up once again being the person who does the most, who does the over explaining, the over communicating, simply because there was, sorry about that, simply because there was a little text message. See, look, right on time, simply because there was a little something that came in. Try to make sure that you don't overgive. Okay. What else for this week? What else for this week? You have the Hierophant in the reverse. You also have the Page of Wands. This week, I feel like you're kind of mapping out, like, what you're wanting. I don't feel like this week is, like, solidifying ideas, though. I feel like it's just a week of things coming to the surface and you having, like, your creative juices flowing. And, like, if you had writer's block or idea block, then it's no longer blocked. Things are coming in. It can almost feel a little bit overwhelming. You have the 2 of Pentacles that's here in the reverse. So that's why I say don't really commit to anything just yet. Like, try to figure out what direction you're wanting to go in first, and then solidify what you need to do next. Give me more. What's happening this week? Okay, you got King of Cups in the reverse. You got the Queen of Cups in the reverse. This isn't the best. Yeah. This week, if you were already kind of dealing with someone that normally you would be on the same page with, but you're not on the same page now at this time, this week it doesn't get any better. It's going to still be the same way. I see you getting numb because this person is disconnecting emotionally from you. And so the more distance there is, the more the number you get. All right? Which is actually going to make this person then be like, oh, why is the collective now being numb? let me come over here and try to make this person care. All right, what else? What else for my collective? What else for this week for the collective? What do they need to know? What's happening? Oh, be careful what grass you are watering. I'm telling you, there's something that is coming back up to the surface. There's something that's repeating because the lesson hasn't been learned. You need to do this shit now. You need to handle this now before everything goes into Aries, because once it is, it's locked in. And we don't want to, no more hard lessons, right? So if that person reaches out to you, that doesn't mean that you water the shit out of that, which is the over explaining, the over, the overextending, giving a whole paragraph when they only text you 2 sentences. Like, no, 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 no. Because what this is saying, excuse me, is that there's somebody here who's kind of stuck on the potential. Like you're stuck on the what could it be? What could it be? It could be a goddamn disaster if you if you continue to move in that type of way. Yeah, and look, Moon to the Ace of Wands in the reverse. What you don't see coming, or what is not being illuminated to you, is that this is really truly a false start. And hell, what some of y'all don't even realize is that you're not even gonna want this person. The thrill, the excitement, the passion, that's about to be gone. Let it. What else? Okay, you got the Tower in the reverse. You also have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Ooh, I like this. There's something here that you may feel like you're trying to save, or you're trying to not. Yeah, this is once again kind of not wanting to let go of something, not letting it burn, not letting it crumble. If you do, you got something amazing on the other side. Page of Pentacles to the Magician, something that could actually work out for you, but you have to be willing to be open to be like allow something new to come in. Just heard this is the week of reckoning. Give me more for the collective. Queen of Swords. Knight of Swords. Ooh, somebody, you about to clear somebody real fucking quick. I think you're about to be really honest with someone who is wishy-washy. You have the Lovers here in the reverse. Gemini energy. Queen of Swords to the Nine of Swords. Somebody's rushing in to tell you something, but I feel like you're gonna clear that real quick. I don't feel like it's gonna be something that is like super duper. I mean, it might be hurtful to them, especially if they cannot, if they can't meet your standards. But what I feel like you're doing is you're being very honest with yourself in relation to the two of you not being in alignment. I mean, Queen and Knight, those aren't two that need to be together. A queen needs her king, not a knight, because a knight is inconsistent. The queen is consistent. And so you're being very honest. You're actually, I don't want to say you're being vulnerable, but I feel like you're being open in relation to how the past is no, like you're not crying over spilled milk anymore. You're being very clear and direct with your communication. And I also feel like you're showing like what direction you're going in, what you will accept, and what also you see for yourself for the future. You're expressing your standards. But I feel like some of y'all will get that opportunity this week. You got the Ace of Cups here in the reverse. You got the Star card in the reverse. You got the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Someone this week is realizing that they fucked up, that they may have lost out on an opportunity of a lifetime. Yep, because they didn't nurture the connection. Somebody is getting very honest with themselves, and it's very painful. It's a very painful realization that this person is having. Okay, could be a Aquarius, doesn't have to be, but you got the Star card here. That they lost, they missed out because they didn't do what they needed to do in order to protect the queen, to take care of the queen, and that's where we are at this point. You got Page of Swords here. You also have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. This person is watching you, stalking you, checking in. I think it's interesting because you have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, which is reflecting nonchalant. You don't care. Or at least you appear to not care. That's what they're seeing. That you're not fucked up. You're not beat up about this. All right, last little bit. For some of you, you've changed your perspective on somebody that at one point you once felt was very dependable person in your life. You're now seeing them as being, they're a problem. You're now seeing that they're a problem. So your outlook has completely changed for this person. Okay? That whole perspective. So I feel like whoever I'm talking to right now, you got full card to the Nine of Pentacles. You're going to go ahead and create your own abundance on your own by yourself. Okay? Your own stability. Because you feel like you know, if anybody, you can depend on yourself. All right. Guys, that's what I got for you today. Thank you so much for being here. Please don't forget, go ahead and if you need something more personalized, miatarot.com. I still have the 2-question and the 30-minute Zoom on sale for the 111 portal that we just had yesterday. So go ahead. Link is in the description box below. Until next time. Oh, don't forget, hype up the video and like the video, please. Thank you. I appreciate it. Until next time, guys, take care.